drunk A Song of Ice and Fire after Thrones, The Hangover. It is me, Chloe. I'm here with Elena, the Bear Air. Elena, say hi.
Hey everybody! The Bear Air is here and ready to discuss
The Queen's Justice.
the Queen's Justice. Oh yeah, that is the name of the episode, wasn't it?
Yeah. Season 7, Episode 3 of Game of Thrones, The Queen's Justice.
Ooh,
It started off so promisingly. Before we go too deep, we're missing Kevin tonight. A Song of Ice and Fire Puns. He can't be here because he's in Vegas.
Yep.
Living his best life.
Because God knows that's what all we're trying to do.
Jealous. Good for him. What did you drink tonight?
I drank wine.
Yeah, rosé. Was it your rosé?
Rosé, hey.
I left that Merlot in your fridge.
I am truly blessed.
There's like a whole glass in there. Good luck.
I am truly blessed. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. So Kevin is gone. It's just me and Elena tonight. And I'm feeling whelmed. Elena, how are you feeling?
That is a good way to put it. I am kind of feeling whelmed myself.
Some good.
Yeah, some good. I'm getting kind of flashbacks to watching Clueless, and I know they have overwhelmed, I know they have underwhelmed, but can you ever just be whelmed? And I think we've reached that point that we are just whelmed.
I think that there has to be all this build-up that they couldn't disperse enough between the action because they wanted the action where they wanted the action. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, they're like, we need the action in these first 2 episodes right here. They didn't disperse it enough. The battles were whelming. Like, the dialogue-driven scenes were very whelming.
Yep.
So flat. Look, I'm not a Jonerys shipper.
Nope.
I'd like to go on the record about it. There's been some misconception in the fan community lately. Ask the lady Shelly on Twitter. She might be able to clear some stuff up, too.
Because somebody's been a little sassy lately.
I'm not, it's not that I don't... In the books, I love the idea in a way. I love the idea. I don't love it. I love the idea because, I think Jon and Dany really do share a lot of parallels of loneliness, of wanting a place to belong, a home, the last dragons. There's a lot of thematic, conceptual, attachment that could happen. I could see it, but, in the show, it's not built enough on. In the show, it's just, that's her nephew, that's his aunt. It's weirding me out. The scene tonight there in Dragonstone when he showed up. Really good open to Dragonstone. I liked the landing, seeing him come in on the boat, him and Davos. Davos was great. Tyrion-Davos dynamic was great as, the hands of the king, queen kind of thing. I like that.
I love how Davos...
I don't know.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I love how Davos is just still, he's like, I'm not being the hand of the king again. Just call me an advisor. I'm not doing this bullshit. You can't make me.
Yeah. I do like how, especially Liam Cunningham's really come into that role. That he's made that. That's one of the actors that I read the books and I hear Davos, Liam, that's they're the same person to me.
That accent.
I love he is the flea bottom accent and I love it. I do. I think, the Tyrion and Jon interaction, that's something we haven't seen in so long. Let's talk about those.
It's been a whole 6 seasons.
Yeah, and they had such a connection in season 1 because as Tyrion says, a bastard is a crippled bastard, midget, the whole thing, broken things.
I have a love of bastards and broken things.
Cripples, bastards, and broken things, man. So that was a cool connection to bring back.
Yeah, there was.
That. I know, I think it was a good dynamic. He did touch. Tyrion's really finally, it's like they're giving him something to work with this season. Last season, it was just drinking and knowing things. This season, he's doing a little bit. So that's nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Talking to Jon. They talked about Sansa. I loved, that was the best for me. As a Sansa fan, I am the worst. And it's hard because show Sansa is so different from book Sansa. They're different people, and I've separated the two.
Proud of you.
When Tyrion was like, she's much smarter than she lets on, and Jon was like, she's starting to let on, I was like, yeah, she is. Yeah, she is. I know they're different, but yeah, she is.
Yeah.
It was good. That was a cool thing for me. I was into that scene.
I will admit, like, when he opened up with, but does she miss me terribly? I'm like, are you serious right now? Is this what we're coming with? Is that what we're starting out with? I'm
trying to focus on the positive.
Yeah, I know, boo. And then let's talk about the most obvious part of all. But I'm not a Stark, and a fucking dragon just flies out of nowhere and swoops down at him.
Me feels like that's not the only wall that could break this season. The fourth.
Oh.
Anyway, yeah, that was a little. It's a bit much. Like, and then the whole, a Targaryen cannot be trusted from Royce. Like, we get it.
We understand.
He's a dragon.
Oh my god.
A scene I'd like to touch on, the Varys and Melisandre scene.
Yes.
That was interesting.
Yes.
And the way they slid it in there, it made me feel like that was basically Melisandre saying, her and Varys are going to die next season, next year, whenever they air season 8. That was like confirmation they're going to die in the Great War or in season 8, right?
Basically, I mean, I have to die in this strange country just like you. Oh shit! He shook.
So she's seen it. Like, that was Melisandre confirming that she's seen her own death, basically, and his too.
I mean,
fires.
I was gonna say, like, she said in the 3rd season when she went and got Gendry that Arya would be the one that closed her eyes forever.
Man,
yeah.
I don't know. And see, Melisandre says shit, so like when people say no, Arya's gonna live, I'm like, I don't know. Melisandre said some shit. You know?
She says shit all the time though, so
I know. Same. But I know. I don't know, it was just interesting to me because that seemed like an obvious plant. The way that they write, they like to do that kind of crap.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see how it plays out, but I could see Melisandre dying, commanding like fires in the war and stuff and whatever. I don't know what her magic can all do. She's gonna do some magical sorceress shit, and that's cool with me. That's really cool. Shadowbinder shit, that's fine with me. But Varys, like, what's this motherfucker gonna do?
He's gonna
nothing.
Sit there.
Shit.
I don't know. He'll do something. We'll figure it out.
Daenerys in the throne room with Jon. I felt this scene went on for too long.
Yeah.
How did you feel? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
It needed more spark for it to go on as long as it did.
And it did not. It had very little of it. I actually at one point I tweeted out about how she just kept going on and on and on and on and on. And
she sounded kind of snooty.
She did.
She did. They made her sound really, no pun intended, but entitled.
You're just doing that because Kevin isn't here.
Dude, I'm trying to fulfill the hole in the podcast.
I understand.
You know, there's a hole. Kevin keeps us on track. He's objective more than I am not, because generally I'm drunk when we do these. I'm not saying I'm not right now. That's not the point of this. The point is that we're supposed to be drunk.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I'm just not where I usually am, so I'm making sense tonight. And puns.
Yeah, lots and lots of puns.
Oh, it's unintentional.
But nah, it was just like she just kept going and going and going. And I know personally, I was just sitting there going, oh my god, can this just shut up already?
I had secondhand embarrassment. I'm like, no, what is you doing? Like, you're supposed to be the queen, and you're not queening right now. Like, his sad boy face has made you mad. And right. I get that. I get it. But, like, girl, Daenerys, we need to have a chat, girl to girl. Like, don't get hit. Like, he isn't even a threat. He's straight up telling you he's a freaking grower, not a shower. Like, out loud. Like, in front of you. That's what he's saying to your face, Daenerys. And you are just getting shook by him. You are arguing.
3 shook. 3 shook, 5 me. But,
he's a grower, not gonna show her.
Jesus Christ. But no, like, when she was just like, the last king of the North was Torrhen Stark, I'm like, bitch, play catch up. You totally missed, like, Robb Stark. Yeah. I'm not a learned woman, I will admit, but I believe the last king of the North was Torrhen Stark. You're right, you're not learned. It was Robb Stark. Get it together.
And that's where they really ruined that for me, because they were actually, like, in season 3, especially in 4, they did the whole, I am but a young woman at the ways of war, little of the ways of war,
yada
yada, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm whelmed with that, too. Like, it started off strong. You know what? It started off as a defense to me of Jonerys.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna get real deep here tonight and say,
damn it,
I'll give the lady Shelley, the biggest Jonerys shipper on Twitter, I'll give her a shout out here. She's changed my life when it comes to this. When we post this podcast, there will be a photo posted with it. Tell you all how I've been changed to the ways of Jonerys. I posted it on my personal Game of Thrones account. It's gonna have to go with this too. It's the best picture for this podcast, I feel like, today.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was just they didn't. It was close to being sold, but I was gonna wait till next check. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just wasn't what I like. Literally after that scene and all of the like lengthy dialogue.
So much lengthy dialogue.
No killer. Like after all of that, I just drank more. I was like, I need more of this booze. I wish I had more food. Because it was just like I needed something to fill the hole they left there. Like they couldn't fill it. It was already a big hole. I get it. I
got so tired of it. I mean, she's like, she just kept going on and on and on, and she's just like, I am the rightful queen of the Seven Kingdoms. I was like, you are the queen of nothing. You are the rightful queen of nothing. You might have been born to be the rightful queen of the Seven Kingdoms, but you have literally done nothing to be the queen of the Seven Kingdoms. You just showed up.
She's acting really entitled, and you know, Valyrians get a stigma, and she's why.
She showed up looking for a crown, and it's gonna come back and it's gonna bite her in the ass. I mean, she's literally... She just literally keeps yelling at Jon about how, I'm the queen of the Seven Kingdoms, I'm the queen of the Seven Kingdoms. Like, bitch, get it together.
Okay, even objectively on this level, like, I don't know, I just feel like the way it was written was not right.
Not at all.
That angry, tense walking speech thing that she did, like, where she's all, like, monologuing as she walked towards him, jets and sharks, or wolves and dragons style. Like, I was just like, it just escalated.
Is this necessary? Is this completely necessary?
It was all unnecessary. Like, it could have been debated better, and they could have grown the characters together. Like, they could have had him and her bantering a little bit more longer, because I just feel like I know where they're going with it. Let's be real. We know where they're going with this.
Oh, yeah.
It's gonna happen.
Yep.
It's canon, folks.
Not particularly thrilled by that, but...
I don't love it. I don't hate it. Whatever. I can tolerate it. I've tolerated worse on this show. Anyways, it was just underwhelming. It was playful at first. It got weirdly tense. I don't love it. I don't hate it. So let's move on.
I just want to bring up the beauty that was Davos again, because he was just like, listen, sit the fuck down and shut the fuck up, because he's been through some shit to be the king of the North. But that's it. I'm done. I'm sorry.
No, that's good. I agree. And that's big, too. I know they're holding that information out from Dany and Tyrion about the whole, you know, like, him dead, not dead, alive, Firewhite, reanimation, woo!
He wasn't very, what's the word I'm trying to think of it? Subtle about it? He took a knife to the heart,
What do you think he meant by that?
Bitch, what do you think? Think about it for more than 5 seconds.
I do love the team. It's just like, oh, Northerners are just like that, man. They're
right?
Extra.
Right. They get bored.
Yeah, like, those Northerners, man, they don't have a lot going on up there, like, in their heads, in the North, neither.
Nope.
Neither. So back to next scene, Euron.
No.
Hits with the crowd.
Theon. What? Theon gets drawn out of the seas. And still hated by the Ironborn.
Yeah, I blocked it out because I was too busy worrying about Pilu. Man, he's the best. Or, like, Euron's characterization kind of sucks, obviously. But, like, sometimes it's good. When
Yeah.
it's on and on. There were a few moments where you're like, yeah, okay, Victar Euron, yeah.
Get behind this.
That was weird at first with the crowd scene, but then, like, as they brought him inside, they did my girl dirty. Can we have a moment to talk about how they did Asha Greyjoy?
They did her so dirty.
In every aspect of the show from the book. They adapted her completely incorrectly. And that's okay. It's not the first time they've done it. It won't be the last. I can't be sad about it anymore. It's a different thing. I get it. Show fans, I get it. Don't at me. Hey, that's the first time in the whole episode. I'd like to take a quick moment.
Let's see. That was 16 minutes in.
You know what? Thank you.
Proud of you, boo.
But I get it. So I'm trying to get over that stigma of, well, I'm a recovering book snob. As I said, I am a recovering book snob. Whatever. I'll keep it objective because it could be the only ending we get. Whatever. However, damn, like, why'd they do that to her? They just, like, did her like that the whole time from the beginning. Like, wrong name, wrong characterization, should be a vamp. She could have sex on screen. She could do people. Like, she does that, I do that, she does that. That's us. We do that. Anyways, they did Asha Greyjoy really dirty.
I did wanna say, when they're in the throne room and Euron is just like, I give you what no other man could give. And I'm like, it's his penis, guys. He's talking about his penis. I was trying to find that tweet, or I was trying to find a good gif for that, and I just could not. I was highly upset.
Damn, I should have tweeted that. Oh.
It's his penis!
Honestly, I love Pilu. The guy that plays Euron, he's great. He's a great
fucking
actor.
Excellent.
He honestly is really fun, and he's having a great time with Euron, and that's all I can ask for at this point.
Yep.
Euron, like, in the throne room, giving up. You know, Ilaria and Tyene did some acting this episode. I was impressed. But him, like, throwing them on the ground and being all like, here you go, Cersei, here's this in my dick. Like, come get it, girl.
Basically.
I was like, Cersei, you should go get it. Like, because you know what? Sometimes twin dick just isn't enough.
Hop on that, boom.
Hop on that Ironborn dick. You know what they say about iron? It's sturdy and strong. I don't know. Do they say that?
I think so. Maybe.
Good enough.
I don't know.
When Euron was, like, leaving the throne room, suddenly he was just like, I must go. And I was like, where is he going? He's probably, like, leaving to go to his My Chemical Romance cover band practice.
And he took Yara with him?
I don't know. Like,
he did! He straight up took Yara with him. Like, she was still on her rope. And just was taking her along.
If she doesn't escape, I'm gonna be mad. I hope she has a part to play, and I really hope she escapes. Like, I'm not even... Like, I read the leaks, I know what happens, but there's nothing that talks about what happens, so...
Nobody knows.
I have a worry. I love Yara Asha Greyjoy, and even in her mischaracterized state, I love her, and I really hope that she's safe.
Right.
Next scene has the torture.
Yes.
Let's just get this on the table. If Lena Headey was not in this show, I probably wouldn't still be watching it. But she's the only thing that sold this scene in even a small amount. She's so good. She's such a strong actress. It's a bummer because they write the show because of her, because she's so strong of an actress, and that's fine because she's great. I love her.
I mean, that's why we got...
But they mischaracterized because of that, and whatever. But she is so... I could buy anything that bitch is selling.
Probably. Yeah.
She's all poisoning and licking her lips and doing stuff and being evil and just clever and all. Oh, you love your daughter. This is your favorite daughter. That was cool. And I don't know. It was a little torture-y, porny, and that's fine. That's what they're going for. But, like, it was still pretty cool.
Honestly, I can get behind that. Like, for a while there, she just kept going, and I'm like, can we just get to the murdering part already? Because I'm a little tired of having to deal with these sand snakes again.
Yeah, I
And
was
then
into
she
the
was,
sand snake dying.
yeah, and then she was like, you know what? I'm just gonna poison her a little bit so she can die over a long period of time, and you get to watch her. Okay, cool, bye, bitch. I'm out. I'm like,
So
I can get
here's
behind
the problem
this.
I was having with it though, like in a way, was like I could see this happening in a very different extreme sense in the books. Like I could see this happening, but I feel like it's a whitewashing of Cersei. Like she's doing it for revenge. Like I feel like Cersei at this point where we'll be in the books would just do it. Like not for revenge. She wouldn't, even if Marcella was like still alive, she would have done it. She'd be like, ah, this is what you get. Here's your daughter. Like you looked at my daughter once, I will murder your daughter. You know what I mean? Like that kind of idea. Like I just feel like Cersei's getting very like, oh, and I'm descending into craziness because all my kids are dead because of this prophecy that attacked me in my youth. Like that's what I feel. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, whatever. So she goes back to her bedroom and she gets it on with her brother.
Right?
And I just want to say that my whole life was saved by Jaime Lannister's butt.
Right? Right.
Wow. I want to go. I can't wait to stop talking to you right now because I want to go watch his booty again.
Booty, 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 rocking everywhere.
Sorry to my male listeners if you are feeling objectified right now. I don't mean for that. This is a safe space for you. But Jaime Lannister had some butt cheeks this episode.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
And when they were laying in bed, that shot of them in bed, and like the light cascaded on his head, and you saw like beneath the golden hair, you saw like the silver specks in his hair and his beard.
And he's getting
like,
old. Or poor
that's
baby.
Daddy moment, though. I was like, oh, Jaime Lannister, you are a daddy.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a daddy.
And then directly after that we get Cersei butt, and I can support that like 800%. Let's be honest here.
Yeah, and the titties were good too. You know, like good.
Them titties, though.
Lena Headey is great. She's great. Good for her with her butt and her titty. I hope I look somewhat good like that someday.
Same.
I don't even think I look that good now. So good for her. And then Cersei doing politics.
Right? The Iron Bank just randomly shows up again. Shout out to Mark Gaddis.
Yeah, Tycho.
Didn't think we'd see him again.
I'm glad they're keeping the tied off plot points in that, the consistency. Like I'm glad they're doing that because it is kind of important. I feel like they skip out on a lot of loose plot threads, and it's really important that they actually tie this one out.
Yeah.
There was the other Jon and Tyrion scene when Jon was brooding and Tyrion was brooding. They're all emo.
Yeah.
That was really good. There was a line during that I really liked, and that was Tyrion. And I think this is kind of like the biggest theme of season 7 so far, where Tyrion said, "Children are not their fathers."
Yes.
It's very important.
Yes.
You see that in the first episode with the Jon's Winterfell scenes, and with Dany being forgiven for her dad roasting Jon's relatives. Shakes eyebrows because we all know
that awkward moment when your one grandfather roasts your other one.
Yeah, it's kind of heavy. That's why it makes it really weird with the ship we're gonna talk more about. But anyways,
whatever, continue.
There was a lot of dialogue in this episode, which is why it fell so flat. Because Game of Thrones, their weakness is dialogue-driven episodes. The stronger the dialogue in the episodes, the weaker their episodes are. They excel at action, and they're weak when it comes to dialogue. And it is what it is. Just sip and tea. Jot that down.
I do wanna I wanna share a tweet actually that goes very well with the scene that I just found while scrolling.
What is it?
It's from Game Over Oz.
Okay. Love that.
It's no one brews like Jon Snow, has sibling feuds like Jon Snow. No one looks quite as good in the nude as Jon Snow.
I'm so glad you sang it. That was very in character as you.
I can get behind these Disney crossovers like no other.
There's always good stuff for that. I love the Twitter fandom because I can't wait to get off of this with you because I'm going to go crazy. I'm just going to look at Twitter and see what everyone's thinking. I love it.
Yep.
Great tweet from Game Over Roz. I love that. I did love, like, the fan service elements of Jon with dragons. Like, I can't tell you I didn't love that. I loved it.
Yep.
I loved it. I mean, this is what we want. We want Dany to go home. We want Jon to find out he's a Targaryen. We want him to find out, like, he's not a bastard. Like, he could still be a bastard. He could not be, but we want him to find out that he had a mother that wasn't a hoe, and it wasn't Ned, wasn't his dad. Like, it's a big weight. That's a big weight to carry. So, like, all these things, I want to know them. So, like, the fan service is killing it this season. It's the only reason I'm still invested. Him with dragons soaring around him, yes, that is what I want. That is why I'm watching this show. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That is why I'm here. That's why we're on this call.
Yep.
Anyways.
But
go on.
then directly after that, Tyrion pops over into talk with Dany about the fact that they just got fucked, like up the ass, no lube.
Yeah, because you chose really shitty alliances.
But then she's like, well, why? Then she gets weirdly, I guess jealous. She's like, well, then why were you talking with Jon Snow? And he's like, because we have no alliances. They are dead. What do you want me to do?
I feel like that's been Tyrion this season and last season from a show standpoint. Like, he's just, like, doing the best he can. Like, she put him in charge. She's like, okay, go be in charge. And he's like, this seems like a trap. And it was.
Yep. I mean, obviously from that scene, we get her okay from getting the dragon glass. And she's like,
dragon ass.
Hey! But we get the scene, and she's just like, and they can mine it and they can forge it, and I'm like, well, if they're gonna forge it, I guess that means that we need a blacksmith. I'm sorry, I'm Gendry trash.
And a dragon to forge the dragon steel with.
But I have a lot of feelings about Gendry.
I know.
I just want him.
What if Gendry comes back?
I just want my baby to be safe.
Maybe he should go to Winterfell.
Maybe that's where he's gonna go, and then I'm gonna cry. Because then he's gonna see Arya.
I was talking to a friend the other day, and we were talking about how in a modern AU, like alternate universe of Gendry and Arya, like today, we have this great vision of them like sitting on a couch, passing a bong back and forth. In their underwear, Arya in one of Gendry's like oversized metal shirts.
Yes.
And him in his boxer briefs.
Yes.
On the couch.
Yes.
Canoodling with a bong back and forth watching cartoons. Like that would be
That'd be
Saturday
them.
morning.
Yep. That'd be them.
Yeah, I could see it. I'm glad you could see that. Anyways, so our next scene is Littlefinger and Sansa.
But Sansa is just rolling the shit out of the North. She has no time for the Littlefinger's bullshit.
I think we need to always open Littlefinger and Sansa moments with "Stay away from her, get a job."
Yes.
That meme has become them in general. Like, he is the creepiest, and you can tell she's done.
Yep. She's just like
There's a lot of people in the fandom that try to argue that, like, oh, I think Sansa's gonna try to betray Jon. I'm like, no, it's been characterized since like season 6, episode 4, that she doesn't give a shit if she wants him to die. She's literally using him. We all even show Sansa has like 10% consistency, we can say, and that 10% is anti-Littlefinger.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And he needs to stay away from her and go get a new job.
Exactly.
For sure.
Get a job. Go away. Leave her alone.
Her sass at him was really good. Her shutting him down is my kink.
Yep. And then directly after that, we get a Stark reunion again, because we are truly blessed.
Whoa. before we get there,
Okay, fine.
I have one thing to say.
Okay.
Littlefinger, he vapes, dude.
Jesus Christ.
He vapes. Littlefinger vapes with his pointy beard. He vapes. That's all. Carry on. We are back to the Stark reunion.
Yes, we get a Stark reunion. We get 2 in 2 seasons, because surely we are a little bit blessed at least. But
we deserved this for a while.
We did. But Bran's characterization here was just really
Dude, wait. Hello, Sansa. Like, ow.
That was really awesome. And then like she's hugging him and he just has no reaction, just no visuals.
Yeah.
Doesn't even hug her back.
It was weird because he was acting very serene.
Yeah.
I am very serene, Buddhist, I am level. You know, that kind of idea. And Sansa was like, the fuck is going on? Like, she was just like, is anyone else hearing this? Like, it was very disconnect. And
Yeah.
weird. Definitely tension there.
He just basically casually talks about Sansa's wedding night, and about how she got raped, and I don't know, I'm not about that life.
It was weird for me to hear consistency about that plot.
Wow.
I don't mean to throw shade on it, I'm just saying in general, like, because they've really written off the trauma of that plot for her. Like, they gave her that moment with Littlefinger last season.
Yeah.
But they've really written the trauma off, so it was very interesting to me.
Very upsetting.
To let go. I don't know, it was an interesting scene. It set the stage for future episodes. I know we have several episodes till the end, so I mean, we'll see where it transforms, and I think Bran and Sansa are really going to have to work together, especially once Arya comes home.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully she's coming, from what we know.
She better be coming
I just
home.
think they're going to have to work together because he's going to have to protect Winterfell with her while she's the Lady of Winterfell, and Jon's off fighting them. And I mean, what if when Winterfell needs protection, I mean, Bran's going to have, you know.
Yeah.
There's going to have, the stuff's going to happen.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Jorah was the next scene with Sam and Jorah.
Yes. And
that was a Bora.
Yeah.
Jorah Bora.
That was a
I
demo.
was bored a Bora high.
Yeah, no, it was
high.
I just basically flayed him until he was cured. That doesn't make any sense.
That was some cheap writing on their part. They've done a lot of cheap writing before.
Yeah.
And this season I've been willing to forgive a lot of that cheap writing. But
yeah.
Man, that was boring. It was long. There was no reason. And whatever happened to Sam with the sword, his dad's sword?
Nobody knows.
It's gonna come back at the last possible. So he's gonna go home to Jon or whatever, and it's gonna come back into play. And that's a bummer because we're at that point where the end game is throttling closer and closer, and they're going towards the point, and they don't give a shit about certain plot points. And
nope.
all I can hope is that George doesn't do that to us. You know, like, give us the best story that we deserve.
Which he will, because he's George.
I have hope and faith.
Yes.
So,
then we get that weird, like, Tyrion talking
montage?
through. Yeah, he's talking about the attack on Casterly Rock, and he's like, well, you know, they'll see us coming, and I'm like, no shit, Sherlock, you're coming in by open sea on a goddamn boat.
It kind of felt like some sort of spy movie, like some sort of like Ocean's 11 like montage where like, cause it was showing it at the same time, and Tyrion was all like, we're gonna do this, and like, I don't know, it was a weird ploy. It was like how they always choose buddy cop shit for Jaime and Bronn. I don't know.
Yeah.
And you know what really got me about that scene was he was like explaining to Daenerys about how like he used to have that area to sneak people through, and that's how he knew they could get through to Casterly Rock, and like his dad wouldn't let him have whores.
That was such a dumb.
Still didn't talk about They didn't talk about Tysha still.
Yeah.
Like, Tyrion's characterization relies on book characterization of Tysha so hard.
Yep.
It's not easy to translate without giving him that. That characterizes him. It makes, like, in the show, they utilize Sansa to be the catalyst for us to go, oh, Tyrion's not a bad guy. But in the books, Tysha was what it was. Tysha showed us that, like, Tyrion loved someone, and he wanted to save her and couldn't do a thing, and his family lied to him, and he believed them because he had those Sansa Stark type aspirations, you know, that whole dreamer head in the clouds thing. And his dad said, you know, oh, she's a hoe.
Yep.
And all of it happened, and he let it happen, and that's, like, his tragedy. So, like, for me, the whole fact that he didn't tell Dany about that, the fact that they just really have erased, like, the Tysha shit,
Yep,
has really killed me, because that's such a, like, I can't empathize for Tyrion without Tysha. I don't feel bad for him, and they want me to feel bad, and I don't want to feel bad, because I don't care.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're telling me that, like, they get to fucking Casterly Rock, and there's no armies there because Jaime and Cersei were both like, fuck Casterly Rock. Like,
yeah, that would never happen.
Highgarden. Let's pull a trick. Like, they don't care. They just leave Casterly Rock. That would never happen. So, I just don't get the whole idea of, like, the Lannisters really didn't give a shit about Casterly Rock.
Yeah,
like,
that's a lie.
All their armies to go get the money from Highgarden. Like, you could have explained that, basically. Like, I guess they just didn't explain it enough for me. Like, I knew it, what they, like, I can fill in the blanks, but I'm sorry, if you're sitting there and you need to ask these questions, then your show needs more. Like, you're not gonna let the Lannister namesake, and, like, Lannisters are known for their pride. So let's just jot that down. They're known for their pride.
Yep.
And you're just gonna take all the armies from Casterly Rock, and you're gonna let Casterly Rock fall to your enemies?
Apparently.
That's not how the Lannisters work.
Not even give a shit. But, I did wanna, there was a quote that really, honestly, it kind of pissed me off a little bit.
What's that?
When, Tyrion is like, oh, yeah, I mean, I have this other way around it, and it's only because, like, I couldn't have a whore in my house, da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
And then he was like, somebody told me once, give me 10 good men and I'll impregnate the bitch. I'm like,
20 good men.
I was more stuck on the fact that he was just like, give me 10 good men and I'll impregnate the bitch. Like, really? This is the kind of quality hate writing we're getting here. That and finger up the butt. That's the other one. Apparently people are stuck on.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that on the internet. I saw a lot of that.
Yeah.
The big thing for me is the whole, like, 10 good men and I'll impregnate the bitch. When book Tyrion, that would trigger him. That would be his trigger. Because, like, for him, that would make him think of Tysha. Oh, wait, you mean his whole character pipes back to, I'm sorry, I'm just bitter and old.
Same. All right.
So Jaime walking to the remix of Reigns of Castamere by Ramen, Jaboy Ramen.
I love Jaboy Ramen.
I do too. I do love Ramen. He makes amazing music. The music in this show is honestly part of my
He's really the savior of this fucking show for me. Like,
and
if we didn't have him, like, making that soundtrack, I'd probably want to murder somebody.
Bless up. What you're saying. Anyways.
Yeah.
But his walking, I feel like we need to tally up the amount of time of walking in this season. Like, Jaime walking through Highgarden and Daenerys walking in Dragonstone, it's all just walking.
Yep. I was really, they're like, the Tyrells are not known for their fighting. Bitch, they were literally an integral part.
They have the biggest army in Westeros right now.
They were an integral part of the Targaryen army during Robert's Rebellion.
Exactly.
They laid siege to fucking, Storm's End.
Yeah.
But no, we're not known for our fighing. Bitch, don't even. You just want an excuse to hop.
They don't want to characterize it. I get it. Whatever. But, like, dude. It's just, there's a lot of suspension of disbelief in this season that I'm expected to roll with, and I'm not rolling.
Nope.
Right now.
Same.
There's no rolling.
Yeah.
I don't know. Back to Jaime still loving Cersei in 2017.
What is this bullshit?
So really, we're getting to the end here. This is the end.
Yeah.
I mean, this like, first off, let's just preface all this with Diana Rigg is a badass.
She is a beautiful, blessed human being that no one deserves.
She's better even than Book Olenna. She brought this character to life. It's a bummer because I know I probably won't care about anything else she does until she dies. That sounds depressing, but I mean, like, it'll be in the next 10 to 15 years, and who knows if I'll care about anything else, not Game of Thrones, and I just appreciated the time she was here. The way she went out was badass.
Yeah, it was.
That was a badass.
Yeah, it was.
And Game of Thrones is great for delivering those huge moments and those badass moments, and that was a badass moment. She was an amazing addition to the show. She embodied that character. Her telling Jaime, you know, like, cough, cough, joff, doffed, like, he died. At my hand, what up?
It's like, you know what? I'm dead anyway, so I killed your son while I'm at it. Middle fingers to y'all. I'm gonna die on my own fucking terms.
Like, growing strong, yeah, but also growing wrong. It was great. It was good. But that was it.
It was.
They finished sacking Highgarden. She dies. That's the episode, and that's cut out. And I was like, what?
Literally no more Highgarden. Tyrells are gone. Rhaenys of Castamere gets played for Jaime because they just the Lannisters just ended another house.
Like, what? They that song was real different, and I loved that remix for Jaime.
Yes, definitely. I did wanna bring up that Jaime was actually very kind in this scene.
Yeah, he didn't. So I read the leaks, like you said, and they seem to make Fricky Doctor seemed to make Jaime seem like he got pissed and left. And like in this scene, yeah, he was mad, but I mean, he wasn't like pissed. Like we've seen Jaime pissed.
Yeah.
You saw the look he gave Cersei when she ascended the throne.
Yep.
That was Jaime pissed. That was him going, motherfuck, this bitch, she's killing me. So.
It was but I even before like just straight up going like, yeah, peace out. I already killed you, basically.
Yeah.
He was very kind to her. He talked about. I mean, just basically went over like what happened exactly and was like, yes, I know you are gonna die, but I will make sure it's not painless. I will make sure that it's not something that will hurt you and make your end be.
Even after she told him, like, I'm the reason your favorite firstborn son is dead.
Yeah.
Like, and he was still pretty chill.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Oh, definitely. He could have just, like, straight up reached over and, like, put a sword through her throat for the hell of it. But
it was a weird episode in pacing and emotion, in my opinion.
Yes.
It wasn't good.
We've had worse. Yeah.
It just wasn't. I don't know, this season they're calling the shots. I wanted to see them write their best. You know what I mean? I wanted to see them go for it, and they're not go. I don't know. I was whelmed. That's all.
Yep.
Dialogue-driven content. That's all. Hey, guess what?
What?
Grayscale was still not cured via dragon glass.
Nope. It was cured because he got flayed alive.
I wanted to know. It ain't that deep. It ain't that deep.
Nope.
The show isn't that deep. I don't know. I wanted to see more of Highgarden. I'm pretty pissed about that.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, we get to see Highgarden, how cool, and shit.
There's Highgarden.
Never mind.
I don't know, man, it was just a whelming episode. I guess that's it.
Yeah.
That's all I got. I don't have anything else. Next week, hopefully will whelm me a little more. I don't.
Yeah, hopefully. And next week we will have Kevin back. He will be back from Vegas and Yosemite, where he'll be for 7 days at least.
Yeah.
So we'll have somebody else to like bounce off of, because I mean, This is only 47 minutes.
That's fine. You know what?
Less
This
to edit.
episode only deserves that much.
Yeah. Well.
Alright. I'm bummed. I'm sorry I'm bummed. I didn't mean to be bummed. It's just where I am with the episode. I love my followers, my people. Elena, I love you. I'm gonna go drink more whiskey about this episode. I might watch it again.
Yeah, I'll probably watch it again for sure.
Maybe I'll watch something else first. I just need a palate cleanser.
I'm not gonna watch it tonight.
I don't know, I feel weird.
I'm gonna watch something else, probably.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you guys for,
Yeah, thanks for tuning in. Please follow Elena at The Bear Air, JC Mormont on Twitter. Follow me, Drunk ASOIAF, Drunk Song of Ice and Fire. You should be following already. But Lies and Arbor, if you're not following personal me already, I post some shit. Thank you for listening. Elena has been wonderful per usual. Elena, say your piece.
Well, shout out, of course, back to Chloe here. She's the one who came up with all this and decided to go ahead and make the thing. So yeah. Love you too. So yeah, I mean, tune in again next week. We will hopefully have this up relatively easily. I mean,
yeah, episode 4 soon.
Oh shit.
We're getting through this season, friends.
We only have 4 more episodes.
Yikes. See you soon, guys.
Alright, have a good night.